Good morning, children. This morning session is dedicated to all classes, language, the grammar that we are taking. See, some typical use of articles we are going to discuss. Before we discuss this, ask question, sir. Uh, what is the complication in the use of articles A and the? Often we get confused while using A and or the. See, earlier also I told that A is used before a consonant sound, a singular countable noun. A is used for a singular countable noun with a consonant sound, and an is used for a singular countable noun with a vowel sound. And though has a specific uses that we will discuss in details, but today we are just going to discuss some typicality of the use of A or an. See, the a or an are used in the following phrases: in a temper. Yeah, the man was found in a temper. In a large range. The clothes are available at this shop in a large range. In a mood, the person was not in a mood, and therefore we decided not to talk. In a hurry. Why are you in a hurry? जल्दीबाजी में जिसको कहते हैं. Why are you in a hurry? Take your time to complete the task. Why are you in a hurry? Or human beings these days are always in a hurry to rush to their destination. As a result, they often come or they often meet with an accident. People these days are always in a hurry. The boy is in a hurry to complete his assignment. As a matter of fact, वास्तव में really, as a matter of fact, you are my friend and I can rely on you to a great extent. At a cost, I had to, stand behind him at a cost, at a loss. Yeah, everything was done at a loss of economy. At a stone, do not be at a stone when your friend demands your company. Through a short time ago. A short time ago, I was at Agra at a visit. The Prime Minister did at a visit to the University of Bombay. Take a courage. We should always take a courage while mustering our courage to complete our task. Have an opportunity. Everybody must have an opportunity to excel in studies. Get a headache. She's not feeling well. Perhaps she's getting a headache these days. She's not feeling well. Perhaps she's getting a headache these days. Have a faith. We must have a faith in our parents and teachers. Have a talk. As the matter has gone worse, we should have a talk to the principal regarding the discipline of the school. Take a risk. Nobody wants to take a risk by being trustworthy to a stranger. Yeah, at a discount. The clothes were sold at a discount yesterday, and it was the Diwali occasion. At and or is also used before units or counting expressing words. Counting. When we count something, when we measure something, a or an can be used. Like uh, I have a dozen eggs. Don't say I have dozen eggs. It is wrong. You may call it dozen of eggs, dozens of eggs. You can't say I have a dozen eggs. The right answer is I have a dozen eggs. She has 100 rupees. Never say she has 100 rupees. That is wrong. Use articles. She had 100 rupees. Yeah. A kilo and a half. Yeah. Give me a kilo and a half of sugar. Half a half a kilo. She wasted half a kilo of the sugar. One and a half kilometer of the distance I walk every morning. A kilo and a half. This is a kilo and a half of the rice that is scattered here. A third of the whole quantity was sold. A tenth of the population is highly literate. Next. Yeah. Or an is also used before these phrases. A team of players, a gang of robbers, a group of people, a crowd of mob, a band of musicians, an assembly of scholars. We always say that an assembly of scholars is at the conference discussing the matter of pollution. A flock of sheep is grazing in the garden. A herd of cattle are scattered here and there, wandering here and there. A is also used in these number and quantity. A lot of people believe in honesty is the best policy, in the sense of, um, in the sense of the same A is also used, like, yeah, if a, yeah, a father, a feather, huh, a feather, birds of a feather flock together. This is a proverb. चोर चोर मौसेरा भाई, आदमी एक नेचर का एक साथ रहना पसंद करता है. बर्ड्स ऑफ फेदर फ्लॉक टुगेदर. तो आप ये फ्रेज को ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं, बर्ड्स ऑफ सेम फेदर फ्लॉक टुगेदर. उसी को हम आर्टिकल यूज करके कर रहे हैं, मीनिंग वही है, बर्ड्स ऑफ ए फेदर फ्लॉक टुगेदर. चोर चोर मौसेरे भाई, एक नेचर के आदमी हमेशा एक साथ रहते हैं. दो चोरी करने वाला आदमी एक साथ रहेगा, दो अच्छा आदमी भले आदमी एक साथ रहेगा. If a proper noun is used as a common noun, a or an can be used before the noun. Like, he is a Kalidas, he is a Shakespeare, you are a Milton. That means you are now being commonalized as that you are a Milton of India. But you see now, when two people are compared, then we can't use, then we'll use the. जैसे कालिदासा is the Shakespeare of India, like that. If most is used in the sense of very, then a is used, like he is a most handsome boy. ये very के यूज में, he is a very handsome boy न कह करके आप ऐसे कह सकते हैं, he is a very most, he is a most handsome boy. इसी को आप दूसरे रूप से कह सकते हैं, he is the most handsome boy, or he is a very handsome boy. That was a most interesting novel, or that was a very interesting novel. Both are correct. This is a better one. That was a most interesting novel. So why I was emphasizing upon this? Because articles must be used meticulously. Otherwise, the expression becomes, illiterate expressions. Don't say that he is boy and his friend is also a boy of class 10. Always say he is a boy. He is a man of principle. He is a human being. He is a scholar. Never say he is a scholar. Always say he is a professor of English. He is a professor of philosophy. So articles must be used meticulously and specifically to emphasize the beauty of expression. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you, friends. But before I conclude, I just want to, highlight one thing, that when we are speaking or in our day-to-day expression, sometimes what happens that even if we are using beautiful expressions, sometimes the expressions appear to be illiterate expressions. Like if somebody says that, well, give me dozen eggs. This is wrong. Give me a dozen eggs. She has wasted 100 rupees. Say like that. She has wasted 100 rupees. Never say that a fleet of sheep has arrived. Always say a fleet of sheep has arrived. Always say a team of players has reached the stadium. Always say a gang of robbers was at the shop to rob the shop. An assembly of scholars was at the door. Yes, we can see a lot of people nowadays talk about, chemical pollution. A great number of people these days are affected by increasing pollution in the metropolitan cities. A large number of students are at dismay because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The schools and colleges are not running, so that is a concern for a large number of students. They are at a dismay what to do, because online classes, no doubt they are serving their purpose a lot, but after all, a live interaction with the teacher in the class in front of that is better, and it produces a good result. Effective teaching cannot be done all the time through online, because when we are speaking online, maybe that the person who is sitting next door away from you may not be so attentive, but when you are in the class face to face, you may ask question and interact with the teacher, and that will produce an effective result. That's why that problem is there. A large number of students these days are dismayed because of the long period of lockdown, and the schools and colleges, the institutions are not being open, and therefore they're forced to attend online classes sitting at home, bearing a lot of discussion and a lot of hue and cry of the home, a lot of noises coming next door. So they are not in an atmosphere that they should choose to, and that's the reason why I believe that online classes are not 100% effective, and the live classes which earlier we used to attend and used to take were more fruitful and productive as compared to the online classes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. This is Eddie Singh on the channel. This is English by Eddie Singh.